Welcome back to action from round 4 of the Womza National Rally Championship. We're heading into stage number 1 now of the Tzaneen Rally. NTT, our main sponsor here, and all our associate sponsors looking to get a little bit of leverage as the race cars make their way out into the dirty stuff for the first time. Out the gates! And leading things off there is car number 3. Great start for NTT Tzaneen Rally. They'll be looking to push that run X of theirs as fast as possible and get it to the front end and keep it there if they can. Johan Strauss and Alzan Fenter will definitely be looking for a chance to close them down though in the Subaru. Small mistake, they're just running a little high out of that bank turn. Staying away from the brick wall, but good start so far from them. Let's see if they can keep it all together. A long way to go in this one. Start here as well from the second Subaru as it heads into the battlefields. The 479 car there, of course, of Vladimir Sibriko and Dani Rousseau. And then the first side-by-side is G1. Nice start from the side-by-side. Nico Durant and Tommy Kutsia. They'll be pushing hard to try and get through there in the Waterworld side-by-side. Brilliant stuff to see that Can-Am going absolutely flat out through the corner. Buddhist Plump, always a big contender in the Forester. Let's see if he can do anything about those front couple of cars. Second of the side-by-sides now into side G66. Not a bad start out there as well for Walker and De Villiers. Kenneth and Kamani in the Toyota Taz having a good start so far. They'll definitely be in contention if they can keep it all together. Already saw the Silver Dream Racers navigator and she seemed fired up. Oh, there's problems. Side-by-side Can-Am to the sideline and a change up on the road. So already some changes there. Tiki Martin coming into that turn as well. It'll be interesting to see that on the left-hand side of that shot, of course, was the side-by-side of G66, and that's definitely not what Walter and De Villiers wanted. Not from the word go, that's for sure. 205 in the house, Peter de Klerk pushing hard. It's Brits just helping him get through that stage. Second of the NTT Toyota entrance. The Riverside panel beaters machine flying through here. The 25 car definitely wants to fly the flag high for the local sponsor, Besaidnote and Low at the wheel and navigating there. Then you've got the Graceland car coming through there. Nice to see the Ford Escort in full flight again. Nati Boyson and Johan Smit. And of course behind them the Swattons. Those two are going to be pushing hard, that is for sure. Definitely big contenders in their Subaru. This is a fast little Toyota Taz as well, 248. Oh, and problems. Commentators curse there. Something's broken. Fortunately, some local support on the sideline to get the car out of harm's way. The 248 car definitely not getting into the thick of it. The start of this rally has not gone their way there for the Paliases. 69 in the house. Nice little Ford Escort. And then, of course, right on the tail is the Datsun 120. That little GX Coupe absolutely flying. Brilliant stuff from them too. Long way from home for this team. Fast KTM based in Alberton, and they're up in Tzaneen fighting hard in their Subaru. And then local, well, Mpumalanga based team there. 239 Golf 2 of Lacrunji and Tiernison. Nice run there from them. New car to the series. Haven't seen this one. It might have been at a couple of the rallies in between the ones that I've covered, but great to see 292 Opel Corsa in there. That's Bianca Tiernison and Nick Tiernison there. Heading up to stage 2 now, following another Silver Dream racer. And that, of course, is the 90 car of Reino Kutza and Marcus Pretorius. Leading things out again, Jabir and Van Heerden. They stayed at the front, tried to keep off the tensions coming from the Subaru just behind them there, but it's going to be a bit of a tough ask, I think, for that Subaru of Strauss and Fenter to try and close the gap down. Initially, in the first stage, it was a very, very fast Tiens Jabir and Skalk Van Heerden that led things out, and they've kept that lead for stage 2. Kamani and Kenneth Fenter starting to come through the field rapidly. Definitely in contention here for a top finish overall. They've got to just stay as consistent as possible. Once again, 350, that is the 350Z. I always say that Johan de Bruin and Alrian Rieder, nice to have it back in as the navigator, but de Bruin not choosing the ideal rally car, but he absolutely loves that 350Z of his. And in stage number 2, he's actually gone really well. Finishing up within the top 10 there. Tiki Martin, little wave to the cameraman. Definitely wants to get some Riverside panel beaters coverage for his team as he went past the cameraman. De Klerk slowing up into the slowdown part of the stage. Just rolling past our camera crew there in the Toyota. And as I said, the NTT entry here, our local sponsor, The side note just taking it very easily to the end of the stage. Superb run so far for the escort. Let's see if Naughty Boyson and Johan Smit can get it all the way to the end of the day, and then of course to the end of tomorrow as well. We've got 2 days of racing. Night stage coming up a bit later on in the show as the Swattens roll to finish up stage number 2. Second of the Opal courses out there. I haven't seen this thing in full flight. It actually would have been awesome to see these things in full flight in the forest. Nothing like Eddie going at it in full flight. 216. Always a contender. Anru and Andries. This little thing here, being the green colour, you can kind of give it the Baby Yoda name there as it comes out of the forest. But a nice start to their rally here in Tzaneen. As I mentioned earlier on, the 239 Golf 2 having a fantastic run so far. Franzi and Tiernissen definitely becoming a big factor. Danny Magaru, he's partnered up, of course, with Brandon Ferns in that fast KTM Subaru. He's a long way from home. The car comes from Alberton with fast KTM on the side of it, but he's actually based up in Uganda, so a lot of travelling done by that man to get down here for this 4th round of the championship. I want to also give a shout out there, of course, to Morensky, who did all the road crossings and gave us an opportunity to get these forest roads cleared so we can have some fun and games out in the dirty stuff in the forest. Second of the courses rolls up. This is interesting. I saw it in the showroom. I thought it might be one of the showroom floor or one of the drivers that works at NTT, but it's actually one of the entries. Fantastic to see a Volkswagen Combi Synchro rallying in the forests of Tzaneen. Join us off the break for more action.